My name is Gabrielle Dorr, and thank you for joining us today with Pagosa Local News. I'm welcome from my virtual living room to your living room. Today I have two special guests, Arlene Prohaska and Mark Langford from Pagosa Weather. Also, Arlene's husband, Sean, is part of the team, but Arlene is going to be speaking for both of them today. So just tell me, what is Pagosa Weather and how do people find you?
Pagosa Weather is currently on Facebook. We eventually hope to have a separate web page, but we basically are putting out a tailored forecast for the Pagosa area and for Archuleta County, including Wolf Creek Pass, in which we provide weather products that help folks understand the weather that is happening and that is going to be happening.
So tell me about your backgrounds.
Sean and I were both military weather forecasters. Sean was for 20 years and I was for 24 years. And we were doing aviation weather forecasts, both for the Army and for the Air Force.
And for me, I like to joke I stayed in the Holiday Inn Express, but that kind of, that's getting a little old. But I'm self-taught. My interest started when I was a young child. My dad would drag me out of bed in the middle of the night when we'd have major thunderstorms in San Antonio, where I'm from originally. And I think he was scared and he wanted to have a companion, but that's where I started really having an interest in weather and just started studying it, as far back as middle school. And I now have a page in San Antonio, has a lot of followers. And then I keep that going as well. It's a South Texas based weather page, just like what we have up here. So through the years, just picked it up and continue to learn from Sean and Arlene. My weather knowledge has gone up dramatically in the last year since working with them. So
I'm curious, how do you get, really accurate weather forecasts for our area, since we don't really have, and correct me if I'm wrong, like a weather station that's located right here?
Right. We have a number of different tools that we have at our disposal now, tools that as little as 20 years ago weren't available to us. We can actually pull up current radar, such as what it is, satellite images. Also, there are a number of models that are available, and weather models are nothing but computer programs that ingest current information and then use algorithms to extrapolate that out over a given period of time. Some of them are short range models and very high resolution, and others are lower resolution, but then they go out over a long period of time, up to 10 days, 2 weeks. So we actually, between Mark and us, we actually pay for subscriptions to availability of some of this information, pivotalweathermodels.com, and several other sources that we can get at to look and then come up with a forecast specifically for here. We also look at up-range observations for the snow this weekend. We'll be looking to see what's happening at Farmington and Durango. And one of the most important things that actually takes a couple of years being in one place is pattern recognition. You start to see southwest flow taking place. That's the great flow for us and for Wolf Creek to get beneficial snow. Pattern recognition into the monsoon season as to when we're going to get heavier rains here.
So speaking of forecasts and all of that, can you give us a kind of a brief forecast of what we're going to expect in the next, I'm thinking even tomorrow, right? We have snow coming.
Right. Yeah, actually, I'm going to steal some of Sean's thunder because this is his week to be doing the post. The latest model runs, we have a storm coming through tonight and it'll be around a little bit tomorrow. I'm calling that kind of wimpy storm number one. We could see a couple of inches from that, but the big one is going to be coming in Friday night, Saturday, and the latest, what we call the national blend of models, which is one that we really like because it's not just one model. because as we look at models, it's like one could be showing like 5 feet and the other one might be showing 6 inches. And this one sort of blends it all together, comes up with an average. And the latest thinking is that through Sunday at 11 p.m., Wolf Creek will see 16 to 24 inches, and Pagosa Springs around the town 6 to 12 inches. And those of us living like we do at around 8,000 feet closer to the mountains, you can add a few more inches onto that as potential. The good news is that we will continue to see a chance of snow all next week. So we could build up another 2, 3, 4 inches of snow during the week. So this will be more of a long-lasting storm as opposed to the ones that we've been seeing lately that zoom through and then boom, that's it, and then the sun comes back out. So it is a little different.
So briefly, do you have any outlook for spring? Is it going to be a wetter or a drier spring?
The La Nina into the March timeframe should start weakening, which will help us. The La Nina is colder than average waters in the Pacific, so it decreases the ability for the storm cycles to be taking place. So as those waters warm back to average, then we should start to see more of a normal spring season, which would be more rains than what we saw last spring.
Well, thank you. Very, very fascinating with weather. I know that we all, are so tuned into the weather here in Pagosa, just for, everyday life, and for working and all of that. So appreciate what you guys are doing. It's a great service to our community. I think we should do this again. What do you guys think?
I'm cool.
Maybe like a seasonal or something like that. So let's plan on that. And definitely please go check out Pagosa Weather on their Facebook page and ask them all kinds of questions. It sounds like they're open for that.
Absolutely.
Thank you to you both for joining us today.
Thank you, and thanks for your service as well.